Welcome back to NRM 638, Python scripting for ArcGIS applications. This week you'll have an option for the raster processing assignment, and the option is to do two applications. And the first application would be, got some rasters of decadal temperature from an area in the Yukon Flats. So for example, this is the decade of 1910 August temperature in degrees Celsius. So we have August temperature from 1910 to the decade of 2000, July temperatures and June temperatures. And what we want to do is write a Python script that will report the mean summer temperature. So the mean summer temperature would be June, July, August, the average temperature for those months by decade. So you run your Python script and it will output to a text file. So it outputs to a text file, so by decade, what the mean summer temperature was in degrees centigrade. The other raster application is we have ground elevation of the Fairbanks International Airport area derived from LIDAR. And this is the float pond. And if we look at the elevation in the float pond using the identify tool, it varies. And yet the water surface should be the same elevation. It should not vary. So you write a Python script to basically take the elevation from LIDAR within each pond polygon, compute the mean elevation, and then assign that mean elevation to every pixel within the pond polygons. So we write our Python script, and then all the pixels that are inside the pond polygon have the same elevation value. So you can do those first two applications, or you can do the final application, which is MODIS Snow. So we have the MODIS Snow product from 2013 as HDF rasters and 2014 as HDF rasters. So when you start, you'll have these HDF files, and you'll process them to get within an area of near Nanana, a 20-meter buffer, what is the last day of spring snow within this buffer. So here, for example, we have 2013. It was a fairly late spring, so the last day of spring snow in that buffer is somewhere between day of year 122 and day of year 141, as opposed to last spring, 2014, was an earlier spring. So the day of last snow within that buffer was probably somewhere between day 97 to 113. And you'll calculate the actual average day of last snow within that buffer. Okay, so if you go to the Blackboard website, I've got more detail on the scripting assignment as a PDF.